We're here at the studio in Glasgow for our 6th and final module of this YLDP, which has so far all been online.
There was a lot of advantages of doing it online. We were able to get speakers who were further afield. We had people join the programme who were from the islands, the Highlands, so we had a much better reach. I thought it was a really, really good programme. It was different, which is good because it keeps it fresh as well.
It feels amazing to be here in person because we've had a few false starts.
So what's next? Well, our next module is being held online, hopefully for the very last time.
I guess the road to today has been a lot of kind of thinking on our feet and trying to adjust to circumstances and adjust to guidance and make sure that everyone's safe.
The challenges are very similar to the challenges we've faced elsewhere in life, with things like Zoom fatigue and trying to keep the energy up for digital delivery. I would have to point towards the team. We've really kind of pulled together, and it's been able to kind of bounce off each other and recharge ourselves from each other's energy that's kept us going.
This is our political duo of modules, and this is our leadership focus, so all about leadership skills, how you can be a young leader in your political sphere of influence.
Hopefully you've all managed to say hello to your fellow people and exchanged wonderful political ideas. So we've got Ross here today. Ross is a Scottish Green MSP representing West Scotland region in the Scottish Parliament.
Thanks very much, and thank you all again for having me. I really wanted the young folk that I was speaking to today to believe that politics is something for them to do and to be part of right now. Politics often feels, for most people, like something that's done to them by politicians, and it should be something that we all do together. And too many young people are told that politics is something that you should do later in your life, and that is the worst possible advice that we could give.
One of our online participants has asked, as a young person in politics, have you ever dealt with imposter syndrome?
I definitely experienced an element of imposter syndrome at first, but if you want to rid yourself of imposter syndrome in politics, just spend some time watching parliamentary proceedings and watch people who are much, much older than us demonstrate a less than sound understanding of what is actually going on.
Today's session had such a political feel about it, and that was really one of the things that I was most looking forward to, but also most daunted by. It's something that I never felt I'd cracked. So I loved hearing from different levels of people who represent us. I've definitely got a few ideas, and I'm excited to implement now going forward.
I don't think I quite realised how impactful it is seeing people in real life and speaking to people, having conversations like whilst you're having your lunch. It's just been amazing.
Every time we had breakout rooms or there was an opportunity to speak up, but definitely throughout, I'd say we had good engagement.
I already feel like I've made kind of more meaningful connections and really got to meet people and get to know them.
The main thing I hope that people take from my talk today is that their voice is wanted at UK Parliament. Whenever I meet young people, I always think our generation is in such good hands, and the fact that these young people have taken the time out of their weekend to come here and find out more about how to engage with politics, especially on climate change, is so important.
I think it's tremendous to see the kind of spirit that we saw built up over COP26, where young people were so involved and gave such a good account of themselves at a global summit. It's great to see that continue, that those young people are still engaged and they still want to make change. And I very much hope that that will continue for many years to come.
Air pollution is becoming quite a big issue in Scotland, and so same with water pollution in a way that I would have never expected when I was younger.
And even if it seems like a small scale at first, you can change your local community, but that change in your local communities can then have a national change and a national influence.
I don't think there is anything quite like the Young Leaders Development Programme in the sense of talking to like-minded individuals and just coming away feeling ambitious.
It brings together people from lots of different backgrounds, and I just think the creativity is off the wall when you talk to young people, and it's great to see more of that coming up behind us.
I guess I'm feeling a bit emotional today because we're here and we're able to deliver this hybrid event with a brilliant audience in person and a brilliant audience online, and it feels like a real treat, to be honest. And it kind of made me realise how far we've come as a group during the pandemic. And ultimately we only had one choice, which was to go fully digital. And I'll be completely honest, we're not enthusiastic about that. But I'm not telling a lie when I can say once we came along and delivered Module 1, you as a group completely put our fears to rest. You have been engaged from the get-go, and that has really just given us the kind of energy we needed to make sure we were delivering as good a YLDP as possible. So really, all I wanted to kind of use this opportunity is to say a personal thank you to you and to ask everyone to give our young leaders a round of applause.
I would encourage anyone who is interested in applying for the YLDP programme to do it. It doesn't matter if you live in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Orkney, the Western Isles or Shetland. There are support mechanisms there to enable everyone to be able to partake in this programme.